Vice Chancellor, Professor Chandrika Vijayaratne, Professor Dissanayake, Dean of the Faculty, other members of the faculty, Postmaster General, students, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, my pleasure at being invited to address the 150th anniversary of the Faculty of Medicine for the University of Colombo through the launching of a commemorative coin and a cover. Our appreciation goes to the organizing committee and Professor Dissanayake and all those who have put their effort for this important event in our medical education and health services. Your faculty traces its origins to the establishment of the Colombo Medical School, as mentioned before, founded in 1870, within the premises of the General Hospital Colombo, and within the span of few years been upgraded at the Ceylon Medical College. Was in the genuine intention of providing professional form of organized medical education and health services to the people of Sri Lanka, then Ceylon. The nation is proud of this very faculty, which have produced our nation's best skilled medical professionals. During the past 150 years, men and women who committed themselves in the practice of medicine have walked themselves in the practice of medicine through the corridors of not only here in Colombo, but also throughout our nation, serving in all corners of the country and going further beyond our shores in bringing even greater honor and recognition to our country and the medical college. Dear friends, I wish to remember the philanthropy of Mudaliar Samson Rajapaksa, Sir Charles Henry de Souza, Mudaliar Susov de Souza, Mahandram Simon Fernando, and Vimala Gunawardana for their immense contribution made to the establishment of this faculty, not only for higher education, but also for the medical profession of our nation. Allow me to mention a few greats from your long distinguished alumni, such as Sir Professor Nicholas Artigala, Sir Professor Sabaratnam Arulkumaran, Professor P.R. Antonis, Professor Sharif Dean, Professor Rizvi Sharif, Professor Nanda Dasa Kodagoda, Professor Carlo Fonseca, and I should also mention my good friend Professor Tissa Vitarana, and many other distinguished names, including that of one of the former ministers of education, Professor Aymara Iriyagolla. Though he never graduated from medical college, Mr. Iriyagolla was compelled to leave after an argument which of course I find rather strange, since the discourse of dissent should always be at the core of advancement in any of the sciences, including that of medicine. The Faculty of Medicine in Colombo is the most demanded, not just in medicine, but also for all disciplines. This clearly speaks of the high standard they maintained and achieved, even when compared within the region. From its earliest times, it has maintained the esteem to be recognized by the General Medical Council of the UK and to collaborate with Johns Hopkins University of the USA, Schools of Medicine, to develop free health system in Sri Lanka. The immense contribution the medical college has made will always be remembered and will be the biggest strength that we have. And going further, playing pivotal roles in the international arena by developing world-class scientists, experts and administrators in the medical profession to work along with the World Health Organization is noteworthy. Arogya Parama Labha Santutti Paraman Dhammam. It's surely a quote from the Dhammapada, known to all by the heart and the actual practice. Why I say this is while your faculty pioneered in developing professionals at global standards, it made sure not to forget the humble rural villages of Sri Lanka. Your professionals walk into the interior realities of our nation, day in, day out, and to provide a world-class health service to all average persons in our beloved country. Ladies and gentlemen, equally, the nation remembers the great commitment rendered by the Colombo Medical Faculty and its professionals, especially during the most difficult times of war and terrains of terrorism that lasted nearly for 3 long decades. Your professionals served 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days are there in the front lines with the soldiers, as well as in saving innocent civilians from the suicide attacks carried out in the most hit city of Colombo. Men and women in armed forces were saved by your professionals, produced by your faculty, and in turn they went in to serve a greater cause for the unborn generations of our country. Similarly, going beyond most of the countries in the world, Sri Lanka medical logistics championed by professionals produced by your esteemed faculty have assured, amidst an unknown global pandemic, to deliver the best of the world's vaccination to the remotest persons, not once, twice, but even thrice as we go along. While making the highest professional contribution, and the faculty has indirectly made a great sacrifice too. I was listening to Professor Dissanayake of his plans to move into the new premises pretty soon. I wish all success and support from the ministry to this important center that will develop into many areas in the profession. Your individual and collective skills, techniques, knowledge, discipline and professional conduct is now in the demand than ever before in the new norms of the demands of the post-COVID world. Therefore, today's celebrations provides a precious opportunity to reflect and invite a wider discourse among our facilities, professionals, and international bodies to further our achievements made in the past 150 years for the greater human development achievements in Sri Lanka. I firmly believe that the participation and involvement of such stakeholders will further enrich and empower realms of the only education but also health and research sectors, which also play a very important role as we move along in the development process. The 150th anniversary of the Faculty of Medicine marks a significant milestone not only for the Faculty of Medicine at the University of Colombo, but to all Sri Lankans. This precisely is part of the embarked vision of His Excellency President Gotabaya Rajapaksa's vistas of prosperity and splendor, and our tireless efforts to pursuit of excellence in higher education sector in transforming Sri Lanka to have the most advanced leading health system in our region. In conclusion, let us continue the journey on taking the 150-year legacy by the Faculty of Medicine in the University of Colombo to the next global frontiers in the medical, educational and medical professions. I wish your faculty great success and may it produce the best professionals for Sri Lanka and humanity at large. Thank you, Professor.